The Los Angeles Lakers can exhale. Luka Doncic's latest injury scare will not keep their new franchise star sidelined. Just 2 days after limping out of Slovenia's 100-88 exhibition loss to Latvia, Doncic was cleared to resume full participation with the national team. The Basketball Federation of Slovenia confirmed on Monday that the 26-year-old guard practiced without limitation and will suit up against Great Britain in Ljubljana on Tuesday, August 19th. Tomorrow, our team faces Great Britain at Arena Stazis. Our captain Luka Doncic will be in action, the Federation posted on X, alongside a ticket link and a photo of the smiling Lakers star. The update came as a relief after a tense moment in Riga on Saturday, August 16th, when Doncic fell awkwardly in the third quarter. His teammate, Gregor Rovid, landed on his right knee, sending Doncic grimacing to the floor. He immediately grabbed at the joint and motioned to be subbed out, leaving for the locker room with a trainer. To the crowd's delight, he returned to the bench shortly after and then re-entered the game. Doncic ultimately finished with a game-high 26 points, including 5 three-pointers on 11 attempts, plus 5 assists and 2 steals. But the frightening scene sparked concern, especially given his history of lower body injuries. Lakers dodge serious Luka injury. NBA insider Mark Stein reported that Doncic was diagnosed with a right knee contusion, essentially a deep bruise, with no structural damage. That diagnosis has allowed him to continue Slovenia's Eurobasket preparations without delay. Slovenia still has 2 tune-ups remaining, Tuesday against Great Britain in Ljubljana and Thursday against Serbia in Belgrade. Their Eurobasket opener comes August 28th against Poland. For Doncic, the stakes go beyond national pride. He is Slovenia's only active NBA player, the face of the program, and a global superstar. The Lakers also have plenty invested, having traded Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to the Dallas Mavericks this summer before inking Doncic to a 3-year, $165 million contract. With that kind of commitment, any health scare is magnified. Last season, Doncic missed 22 straight games with a calf injury, part of what soured his relationship with the Mavericks. They eventually moved on, and the Lakers swooped in, banking on Doncic's generational talent to pair with LeBron James in their pursuit of another championship that will tie their arch-rival Boston Celtics as the winningest NBA franchise with 18 titles. Strict off-season diet. Doncic has spent this offseason determined to be more durable. After a first-round playoff exit, he committed to an ambitious fitness overhaul, shedding 31 pounds through intermittent fasting and a stricter diet. His plan: 16-hour daily fasts, 6 days a week, with workouts often scheduled before he breaks the fast at noon. He's cut out gluten and sugar, upped his protein intake to 250 grams per day, and leaned more heavily on plant-based foods. The results have been dramatic. In his Men's Health cover story, Doncic said he feels quicker, lighter, and better conditioned than at any point since entering the NBA in 2018. The goal, he emphasized, is longevity, a necessity if he hopes to lead both the Lakers and Slovenia deep into major tournaments. For now, the injury scare is behind him. Doncic will take the floor Tuesday night in Ljubljana, chasing another strong performance as Slovenia fine-tunes for Eurobasket and the Lakers monitor every step. Austin Reeves has been vocal about his desire to remain a Los Angeles Laker for life. But in the NBA, loyalties can be tested quickly, especially when a generational superstar like Giannis Antetokounmpo could suddenly hit the trade market. According to Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points, if the Milwaukee Bucks and Lakers ever engage in trade talks centered on the 2-time MVP, Reeves' name would almost certainly be among the first requested. The undrafted guard has become a fan favorite in Los Angeles, but his rising value may also make him one of the Lakers' most attractive trade chips. It's almost a surefire thing that if the Lakers and the Bucks get into trade negotiations for Giannis, the first name in terms of players that Milwaukee is going to ask about is Reeves, Irwin said on the Lakers Lounge podcast. And then it's like, well, do you want Giannis, or do you want to try to keep Reeves here? A breakout star with an uncertain future. Reeves turned down a 4-year, $89.2 million offer from the Lakers earlier this offseason, choosing instead to bet on himself in free agency next summer. If he declines his $14.9 million player option for the 2026 to 27 season, the 26-year-old will become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. NBA insider Jovan Buha recently predicted that Reeves could command a deal in the range of 4 years and $120 plus million, a massive leap for a player who entered the league undrafted just 4 years ago. His combination of efficient scoring, playmaking, and toughness has elevated him into one of the Lakers' most reliable options behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis and later on, Luka Doncic. But with LeBron entering the twilight of his career, the Lakers' front office has its eyes on a bigger long-term picture. Both Antetokounmpo and Doncic are viewed as potential franchise cornerstones for a post-LeBron era in Los Angeles. Giannis, the trade market, and the Lakers' dilemma. Antetokounmpo remains under contract with Milwaukee through the 2027-28 season, but he holds a $62.8 million player option on the final year that could allow him to enter unrestricted free agency. If the Bucks stumble again in the postseason, league insiders believe the Greek Freak could eventually seek a new situation. If that happens, Reeves could become a prime candidate in a potential sign-and-trade package. His next contract would make him easier to use for salary matching purposes, while his skill set and age profile would fit well on a retooling Bucks roster. Reeves is the guy that team would probably ask for, Reeves explained. He is going to be making enough money by way of his next contract to make contract matching that much easier if it comes to that. The Lakers, however, don't possess many trade assets. Aside from Reeves, they hold only one tradable first-round pick, 2031 or 2032, and a second-rounder in 2032. Their most significant financial flexibility lies in expiring deals, including LeBron's $52.6 million option. Next summer, the Lakers can gain access to an additional first-rounder. The bigger picture. Other contenders, the Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, New York Knicks, San Antonio Spurs, and Los Angeles Clippers, are also expected to pursue Antetokounmpo if he forces his way out of Milwaukee. The Lakers' chances may hinge on whether Giannis makes it clear he would only commit long-term in Los Angeles. Team president Rob Pelinka has acknowledged that the Lakers' cap strategy has been designed with future flexibility in mind, whether to land a star like Antetokounmpo or even Nikola Jokic, who could both reach free agency in 2027 or keep their options open. And we've been very intentional with keeping our optionality to make win-now moves if there are good win-now moves to make or to have sort of our flexibility in the future, Pelinka recently said. But I say all that the optionality is there for us to use now if the right move comes our way. We want to make smart moves, but to be in a position of flexibility versus being stuck is really promising for how we're going to build this team moving forward. For now, Reeves remains a Laker, beloved by fans and valued by teammates. But as the NBA has shown time and again, loyalty often comes second to opportunity. And if Antetokounmpo truly becomes available, the Lakers may be forced to decide whether Reeves is part of their long-term future or simply the price of doing business to land a superstar. In another example of the Sacramento Kings' front office mismanagement, the team appears ready to discard a promising young guard in Devin Carter. The Los Angeles Lakers should seize the opportunity in front of them. Back in July, Kings insider Matt George reported the team's desire to bring in Russell Westbrook as a free agent would likely come at the cost of either Carter or Malik Monk. That move has yet to be finalized, which means both guards can still be had via trade. George wrote, "The Kings are still looking to move a player like Devin Carter or Malik Monk before they can bring Westbrook in. The Kings have a logjam at the guard position and very little financial flexibility to work with. Giving up on a former lottery pick after just one season would perfectly fit the type of blunders the Kings love to practice. The Lakers can get the steal of the offseason out of it by securing a tremendous backcourt partner for Luka Doncic at what could be a buy low price. Luka Doncic partnership could unlock best version of Devin Carter." The idea of the Lakers pursuing Carter came up on the Game Theory podcast with Sam Vecini and Bryce Simon. The latter noted the timing of this would be everything for the Lakers. Simon said, "There's been a change of front office since he was drafted. If I was a team that needed a backup guard of some kind, I would be calling and finding out, especially if you really value the defense and think the jumper can be real." In that statement, Simon highlighted the main reason for appeal with Carter. His defensive presence in a backcourt with Doncic would give the Lakers someone who can be thrown at other teams' tougher perimeter matchups, hiding Luka elsewhere in the process. Carter struggled with his shot during his first season in the NBA. The Providence product averaged just 3.8 points during 11.0 minutes per game, shooting only 37% from the field and 29.5% from beyond the arc. However, Carter is still young enough for a team to mold on offense. The shot can improve, and who better than Doncic to offer those type of opportunities? The offensive maestro has proven capable in the past of allowing his teammates the open looks from the perimeter to truly elevate their shooting. Doncic took Dorian Finney-Smith from a subpar shooting with the Dallas Mavericks and allowed him to grow into a marksman. We don't deserve DFS. Dorian Finney-Smith on the Lakers offense. I'm back getting wide open shots. Now I got that time and but naked wide open. Lojo Media, February 24, 2025. Finney-Smith himself described the shot quality in Los Angeles last season as buck naked and wide open. That sure sounds like the perfect environment for a young player who needs to build confidence in his shooting ability. The Lakers have an opportunity to secure a young player who can grow into a much-needed 3 and D presence in their rotation. With Los Angeles lacking very many options built in that mold, the golden opportunity should be wisely considered.